I'm not allowed to have fancy software that I can put pictures and sound and everything, because that's what I was doing before they broke in my house. I was singing, I was using tech, I was putting things out there that was messing up their program, and I didn't even know it. That is why they're stalking you. That is why they're distracting you. You are messing up their program. When you are awake, especially I think at 3 a.m., you are broadcasting. What you're watching, what you're hearing, what you're saying is changing the program. So if you're watching a horror movie, you're going to start seeing that showing up in the news. If you're casting out demons in Jesus' name, you're going to start seeing revivals. That is what was going on. I was in my house. I was praying. I was talking to God. I was cut off. And all of a sudden, there's revivals breaking out everywhere. But that's just a delusion, paranoia, da-da-da-da-da. Well, that wasn't happening until I started getting stalked. People started mimicking me. People copied what I wore, even the size of my butt, everything. Things that were not popular all of a sudden were popular. Things that I would buy would sell out. That's why it's not on the shelf, because you think it, you go there, it's gone. It's sold out. Because you're broadcasting to other people, and that's part of the DSM-5. Oh. Okay, well, this is a theory, and maybe we're in acting 101, and I'm just acting out a skit. But this is a theory that is maybe possible, that they never shut off MKUltra, and what's going on now is they're trying to roll out a system-wide update, and they first rolled it out manipulating me in my own home. And then if you see what's going on and you know what's you and what isn't you, and you know that when you leave the house, all of a sudden, psychosis isn't there, right? You can't have a psychosis if nobody's watching you. Okay? If no one's watching you, well, then they don't know that you think you're being watched, right? But if they cart you away because they claim that you thought you're being watched and followed, but you never actually told anybody that, you're not crazy. So, I'm getting distracted again. You have the power to deprogram people. That is why they are stalking you. You start watching different content. You start casting out demons in Jesus' name. The only thing this program hates, and I wonder why, is casting out demons in Jesus' name. People start manifesting, they start coughing, they start sneezing. I remove the scales from their eyes in Jesus' name, and their eyes are turning red. Either they're all faking it for my amusement, or something is going on. All of a sudden, we got movies casting out demons while I'm alone in my house, praying, discerning, deciding, why are they trying to hit me with Aleister Crowley bullshit when I have no way to know these things because I got no internet, I got no phone. I start looking at the content I used to make. I can see what's going on. They had me in the kitty cat program. They don't try this, then they'll try that. Oh, super soldier, this. And then they follow you around to see what is working or not, because I shut them off. I shut off my cameras. I shut off my power. And then they couldn't see, and so then they had to break in and put their own equipment. They had to rewire things. Yeah, I found that. But I wasn't telling them what worked or what didn't work. Meanwhile, they're leaving a U.S. government pen in my bed just to let me know. I didn't even know that thing existed. It's not a figment of my imagination. But I had no way of telling anyone anything because the idiots stole my phone. So they couldn't even have evidence to prove their fake psychosis. They're in the back giving fist pumps to each other for manipulating innocent people, making money. Big money. This is huge money. What won't they do for $1? They will starve you. They will steal from you. They will take your house, your children, your pets. They will take anything to manipulate you. They would tell you to go to Walmart, and I knew what that meant. I knew what that meant at that time. And then suddenly, when I'm defending myself in my own house, they don't want me to own a pew pew anymore. They don't want me to think about going to purchase that, which I never, ever, ever stated I would do. But that was their little thing, their little game, their reason for knocking on my door, claiming I wanted to. A hearsay statement. No evidence, no jury, no trial, never a crime, never a drug in my life. But they need you on drugs. They need to make it work better. The same old thing they did to Frank at the very beginning. At least he had a job with them. Giving him LSD, and then he jumps off of what? Do you not see the patterns? Do you not see the bathtubs? Hello? Do you not see the gassing? And when you're gassed, the symptom is pneumonia? Do you not see that when there's witnesses that just disappear? What happened to her? You're all good if you're in the club. If you bow down and you keep your mouth shut and you just follow the program. Why you gotta be different? The only thing that pisses them off is Jesus. The only thing you can turn to is Jesus, because they're going to do what they're going to do if they're going to do it. And they got the money, they got the people, they got the court. They're going to fake, pretend that they're following the court's rules. But if you don't say the precise word in the precise time, even though that judge knows what they're doing is wrong, then they will let these demonically filled, greedy trolls win. When you can say names in your mind and they start chasing you around for things that you never uttered, start calling out things you never spoke, you know what you know. That's why they're stalking you. And they make people desperate. They starve them. They offer them jobs. It's as easy as that. And then you'll have a little kid say to you, I'm just doing my job. And there's nothing you can do. Because God forbid you speak out or say a word to that kid. And they're going to lie anyway. You say a word, and that's their excuse. But again, their excuses don't matter. They're going to lie about lying. Do you not see the pattern on the news? They can draw a drawing and all of a sudden they've got a whole wag the dog story. It doesn't matter. Anyone can draw anything. Anyone can write a manifesto. Anyone can do that. And they just sell it to you on the news as a paragraph, 2-minute story. And you're like, oh yeah, that's why. They are obviously off their meds. Oh, we gotta lock these people up. Oh, we hate the homeless. Do you not see the same road that led to the camps? Do you not see that? Oh, they waited for that older generation to die off for you to forget. They waited for a generation that is growing up with a black mirror in their face from the minute they're born. How sick are you? You're the drug traffickers. You're the money launderers. You're the pedophiles. You're the sex traffickers. You're the human traffickers. I rebuke each and every single one of you, and I pray that me speaking right now saves at least one soul, because you're going to do what you're going to do anyway. You wicked, evil, maniacal people. I promise you there's a God, and I promise you He will be the one that zaps you back. I promise you.